When I first saw Mallory Crist, she was lying in a hospital bed, head shaven, too thin and very weak, but the vibrant light at the core of her being shone clearly through her eyes. The beauty of all she encompassed could not have been more apparent in those eyes. Deep, brown and sparklingly huge, overtaking her face, and showing her to be much more than the emaciated young woman she appeared at first glance. A glowing entity of the goodness I believe exists deeply within each and every being. I caught those eyes, and I knew that she understood me. She could see me as clearly as I felt I could see her. Mallory was the cousin of a woman who helped to provide support to me at the time. This woman, Tiffany, had shared Mallory's story with me, and it had affected me deeply. She had given birth at a young age, and contracted the HPV virus, which had subsequently manifested as cervical cancer. Tiffany told me she was planning to visit her cousin in the hospital, and invited me to join and surprise her. We made a 3-hour trip to Federal Way, Washington, and thus I met the young woman who would become like a daughter to me in the coming months. In the presence of Mallory's beauty and openness of spirit, I was moved to tears. This woman, who was herself in so much pain, reached out to me with utmost empathy, and asked, "What's the matter?" If anyone had a reason to feel sorry for herself, it was she. Instead, she discounted her circumstances and focused only on the pain she could see on my face. The face of a man she had just met. I began to follow Mallory's story very closely, staying in contact as often as I could, and visiting her when she felt well enough. Through Facebook messages, I encouraged her to eat more of a plant-based diet, as I am a strong believer in the healing powers of plant foods. Similarly, I encouraged her to get more exercise. On my second visit, Tiffany moved my wheelchair beside Mallory's hospital bed, and she gave me one of the warmest hugs I have ever received. In June, 4 months after I had first met her, Mallory decided to be baptized, and I made the trip to surprise her and be witness. To my delight, she chose to sit beside me, and afterwards, still soaking wet, and hold my hand. We parted with another of those hugs. That was the last time I saw her. Mallory passed away on November 20th, 2013, a few weeks following her 27th birthday. After beating the odds and pushing through, time and again, I wept like a baby when I got the news. I felt I should have been more help to her, but the knowledge that she was finally with God and no longer in pain gave me comfort. In December, I went to Washington to provide what little emotional support I could to her friends and family, and to celebrate what was surely one of the purest lives ever lived in this world. Both of Mallory's parents told me she had considered me to be like a second father to her, and there is no compliment that could possibly compare. I have no children, and I feel she came closest to occupying the space a daughter might in my heart. Today, I continue to dream of Mallory almost every night. She was an angel upon earth, and touched the lives of all who met her. She will live on forever deeply in my heart and in the hearts of everyone she knew. For everyone she knew loved her. Towards the end of her life, Mallory spoke publicly about the importance of the HPV vaccine for young people. Though retired, I still travel to schools and other organizations doing informational and motivational speaking. I have vowed to incorporate a segment to spread awareness of HPV and the importance of vaccination into every speech I make, in Mallory's honor.